talking about traditions. What kind of traditions are you trapped into right now? Are you frantically getting the table set and making sure the whipped cream is done? Do you guys whip cream? Whipped cream? That is like the highlight of every dinner. It doesn't need to be fancy to make it a tradition. One of my traditions is having a big bowl of homemade whipped cream with a little bit of sugar in it. People just go crazy over that. And that's my tradition. I'm adding a tradition. You should see my house. Traditions can take away too. About the pierogi, I have 4 recipes for pierogi. One's from my father's mother, one's from my mother, one's from my mother's mother, or maybe an aunt, because why didn't she use the one from her mother? And then one is from my other aunt who cooked pierogi for a church. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. And so, which one of these is the real tradition? Which one is the real one? Traditions are dead people's way of reaching out of the grave and controlling you. Is this an attempt to control me? I suppose if I thought I needed a priest and I could say, look, I have the little special brushes for your incense. I don't even know if that's legal anymore. Pickled eggs and stewed prunes. When you bring the family together, or multiple families, when you start to bring in different people, you learn different traditions and you find out that there is no such thing as one. What other areas of your life might you have traditions in that might control you? I'll give you a couple of examples from mine. One of them, I think I've already mentioned in a video. I know I have because somebody else said she grew up in a family like that too, is cleaning the house as a family activity on Saturday mornings. Get up, you clean the house, you do the laundry, you clean outside, you get ready for the next week, I suppose, and then you get to have fun. It's a tradition. I get to decide if I want to continue that tradition. Another area of my life where there's a tradition, which is kind of fascinating to me because I have always tried to replicate it. And it's only through counseling that I've discovered that maybe I shouldn't be looking up to this tradition. Let's see, when I was a junior in high school, we moved to a home that was really nice by our standards. Both of my parents had kind of reached a successful place in their lives. One of the attributes of affluence that I saw was my parents would come home, and before they took off their work clothes, which was a suit and tie for my dad, and a nice dress or suit, they would go out on the patio, and they had a high top table out there, just 2 stools, and they would sit out there, and my dad would have 2 Manhattans or 2 martinis, and my mother would have 2 Southern Comfort Old Fashions. 2 drinks like that. And during that time, we were not allowed to interrupt them. That was their chill time. For parents who had high school kids to come home at 5 and then take an hour and a half to have 2 cocktails and then eat dinner, which we had all helped cook, I think I missed out. And that's not really a tradition that I want to carry on now. But until this time of living alone, those 15 years in that relationship, part of the allure of that was that he followed that same pattern. Work, a full day, come home, have a couple of cocktails, eat dinner, and pass out. It was a way of numbing. It was escaping. It was a tradition. When I saw my opportunity to be with with a man that could copy that affluence. I saw it as affluence, not escaping, not numbing. Now that I realize and make the choice not to numb, I don't really want to do what they did. But for so many years, I looked up to it. These are just some of the ways that life creeps in on us, and we're paying attention to those people reaching out from the grave before we even know what's going on. I am taping today because this is what traditions does to your life. These are the final preparations for the traditional family Christmas dinner. Now, I'm loving it because I haven't had this tradition. I've traveled, I've been very transient, and have not had the opportunity to slide into a tradition. I'm mixing the old with the new. One of the women that are attending, her tradition is to make a standing rib roast. I haven't done that. I'll try it. My tradition is pierogi or pierogi. We'll have those. I'm going to make a twist, and I have chimichurri sauce and pesto and a horseradish sauce made with whipped cream and Granny Smith apple and horseradish. Interesting. We'll try it. And, oh, of course, the Chick-fil-A sauce for the kiddos. So we're uplifting those traditions. We're making them fit for what is right for us. Because after all, life is all about getting what we want. Every holy book, every motivational person will tell you this is a journey about getting what you want. So look at those traditions. Are they traditions that you want? Or are they traditions that might turn your world into a bit of chaos? Not for the dog. Even I hear the chickens screaming because I haven't gotten to them yet today. Chaos. A total mess of a house. But in a few short hours, we will have a tradition. So what do your traditions look like? Pick the ones that work for you. Enjoy your holidays, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.